Wow, and that might be a championship-winning team play by Rexius and Infinite going 1-2. Have got a couple matchups for you.
Definitely going to be an interesting game no matter what.
An opportunity here! Oh my God!
Gonna give us a countdown or nope. Welcome back to
Yes, hello and welcome to the RSC stream. Today we'll have the semi-final matchup in the playoffs in the major league between Mutalisks and Fantastic Four. Two very exciting teams. Two teams that are very, very close in terms of games won and lost. It should be a very, very exciting game. Actually, two teams who made it out of the same division in.
Welcome back to my mic cutting out. Thank you, Suck, for the great introduction there. I am back.
Yeah.
I'm joined tonight with Suckiest Sucker, and we'll be casting this match between the Fantastic Four and Mutalisks. Mutalisks coming in at the actually both of them coming in with a record of 35 and 25, fighting off for a semifinals for a finals spot here, and trying to get ready to get into the conference into the finals. Great upset last game from the Fantastic Four beating the favorite Monsoons, and the Mutalisks also came out of a tough branch of the playoffs, having to beat a House Stark team that had upset the number 1 seed Raisin Branchies. So looking forward for a big game here. Over in the Lunar Conference, we have the Queens and Mastodons, two teams that are also actually wildcard teams. We do not have a single division winner in our playoffs as of Major right now, which is pretty unprecedented. Both of these teams come out of Solar West. Mutalisks had a one game record beating the Fantastic Four at the end of the season. But we should be about ready to get in here. Saki, you got any last comments?
Yeah, I think it's very exciting to see two people from the same division making it to the semifinals. Just shows that must have been a very, competitive division.
Very much so. You have the Raisin Branchies being the top team. For a while, they were the top team in the league, and then the Hydras came out of nowhere to actually take that spot near the end of the season. And the Raisin Branchies still held on to the top solar spot, just edging out the Monsoons and Quads. Two teams that were both surprisingly, again, knocked out in the first round of the playoffs. The Quads and Branchies, that is, the Monsoons, beating the Gorillas, yet getting knocked out by the Fantastic Four. This kind of just goes to show the competitiveness of Major this year, that any playoff team has a chance to win any given game. But I think, am I good to let him in, Musa? Or you can probably give him the call to let him in. Okay.
Let's get this game started.
So, get in.
All right, here we go. Should be exciting.
Should be exciting. We have a best of 5 game for you tonight. Kickoff. Oh, a little bit slow from Weep there. We have 4 players.
It's a little
we're gonna
some extra players here. I vote for Heat as MVP here.
I think Heater is definitely the MVP, but Iceman does have more points at this current time. It would appear that we have a 4v4 with bots on, so we'll fix that for you guys real quick. it can't just go. That's it's just the way it works. No, it's nobody's fault, just the way it works. Get drafted. Love Mac and the stats. Some really big players here on both teams this season. Mac, Starfax, and Prawley are the three big stat line scorers for the Mutalisks, with Prawley having the most games played, tied with Starfax, but more goals, less assists, and less saves. Higher shot percentage, though. And coming out of the Fantastic Four comes a strong group of people whose stats just disappeared, and I cannot see them anymore.
And we should be about ready to go into the next game now. Hopefully this will be a little better without any buts. It would just be cheating having Heat on one team.
Looks like they're going to win the kickoff. Mutalisks try to send it downfield, but it's kicked away by the Fantastic Four, who put the ball in the middle. Mushu tries to stay on it, but it's cleared back into the Fantastic Four end. Fantastic Four. Bob's going to send it upfield. Maybe gets a read on it here. No, it's knocked away by the strong defense of Mutalisks. Already, this game's looking very close.
Yeah, it's a lot of back and forth so far. No one really taking control of the game yet.
Oh, there's an opportunity for Fantastic Four, but no one's there to shoot it. Weep gets a touch on it, but Mushu sends it middle. This could be a chance for Fantastic Four, but Starfax, always in the air, always a presence, always a danger, is able to make that clear. Weep tries to keep the ball in the end. Mac tries to keep the ball in the air. It's a little bit of a mistouch here. Opportunity for Fantastic Four, but easy save for Starfax coming off that wall. Oh, centered ball here from Bob. He's going to be up for the shot. Weeps puts it in the back of the net with a little bit of assistance by the Mutalisk defender.
That was a beautiful pass. Bob doing very well to come off the wall there and put it into the middle. There's no one in goal at this point, so very nice, nicely of him to spot that and put the ball so close to the goal, and it's just a tap in at this point for Weep here.
Yeah, it's a really good start here if you're the Fantastic Four, but that was almost dangerous and almost gave the Mutalisks a tie-up opportunity. Oh, Mutalisks on their defensive rotations, they're going to get caught with Mushu putting the ball in the back of the net over the side of Starfax, who was a little bit slow rotating back here. Mushu.
That was a very, very good pass by Weep up to Mushu there, just catching Mutalisks completely off guard in that counter-attack. Very, very fast-paced play there.
Yeah, very fast offense there is why they got that goal. Nothing that Mutalisks had capability to do. A little shot opportunity here, but it's not going to go fast enough. Probably tries to send this ball upfield. He misses. Mushu sends the ball back to the net, but Starfax booms it away. Mac's going to read Weep's touch here. He kind of does. It's a bit of a weird angle. Probably gets the touch off the backboard, but it's still dangerous as Mushu tries to shoot it. He doesn't get there. Starfax tries to keep this ball in the offensive end. He's going to make the touch middle, but it's read easily away by Bob, who's going to get a deeper clear. Bob actually gets a dunk there. He's going to go for the bump, but there's no one there in net to bump. Weep gets a demo on Starfax, leaving Prawley alone on the offensive side. Mac tries to put this ball middle, but Weep's sitting there, patient as ever. And it just seems like Mutalisks can't break through the defense here with the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, it definitely seems like Mutalisks having a hard time getting possession of the ball, keeping possession of the ball, and just making a dangerous
here's an
attack.
Opportunity for Mushu. Oh, he's not able to capitalize. Oh, what a save. Sorry, continue.
I was probably should have put that in Mushu, but that save was just beautiful by Starfax there. Very good recovery.
Yeah, it's keeping them alive here. 2 minutes, 2 goals is not unheard of. Very, very doable, especially at this level. And there's an opportunity here with a double commit coming out of the Fantastic Four. Probably tries to shoot it, but it's knocked away easily by Bob. Bob's going to try to take this himself, send this ball upfield. Nearly gets over one, but Matt cuts it away. Matt goes for the center. It's just off target. Starfax couldn't put it on. It's a very close game so far.
Yeah, very close. But I feel like the main difference here is just that the Fantastic Four, they are executing their attacks much better. It gets more dangerous when it's in Mutalisks end than when it's in Fantastic Four's end, I feel like right now.
Very much so. And the rotations of Mutalisks seem a little bit jammed up. They need to get more space between each other if they want to set a passing place. What a save from Trolley to keep that ball out of the net, keep his team's hopes and dreams alive for game 1. Starfax tries to get a doink, he misses, and Mushu sends this ball down on a pass to Weep. He's not going to go for it, leaving Starfax to get a bit of a clear here. Starfax loses his flip, but he catches the ball. Pass over to Mac. Oh, Mac was just too close. And this is, again, the compressing nature of these Mutalisks rotation. He's not letting them get these passes off.
Yeah, Mutalisks really needs to change something up. It's not really working what they're doing right now.
No, but this could be an opportunity here as the ball, Starfax killed, unable to make the goal. They just get a little bit of offense, a little bit of center passing. Like this could be the opportunity they're looking for. And it's saved away by a really, really strong Fantastic Four defense today. Haven't seen them give up many mistakes. And on the other hand, Mutalisks makes up the third mistake here, giving Fantastic Four their third goal. And this is just overextension.
And that's the third time this has happened. All goals have been due to a little poor rotations by Mutalisks. They're not having anyone back there to defend the goal.
Yeah.
So yeah, they really need to get that under control if they don't want to concede anymore. But yeah, that was a beautiful goal.
That was a really good read by
really
Bob
well
and a bit of a misread from here, Mac, just not touching the ball. If you're the Mutalisks now, you should. What do you think you got to do?
Just focus on the next game. Like this game is over, definitely.
Yeah.
Need to clear out the rotations. Maybe trust each other a little more. And not. I feel like the main thing they're doing wrong right now is they overextend, and they do it on defense and on offense. Like they rotate too fast out of goal and a little too far up, so they don't have anyone back to defend against the counterattacks, and that has led to a couple of goals here already.
Definitely, and the Mutalisks desperately looking for a goal here to end the game. It would really be good for momentum. They're going to get the ball upfield. It's past center, but there's nobody there to shoot it. Once again, this game ends on a note that it's feeding on for the entire 5 minutes. Mutalisks, one person short of a goal opportunity.
Yeah, and I feel like Mutalisks, they really need to be a little more patient on offense. Like get their plays together, get in the right positions, and make plays. Because right now it feels like everything is a little rushed. And it might be nerves playing in the semifinals, but yeah, I feel like they're not really connecting with each other with the passes and just generally on the offensive plays.
Yeah, watching the chat here, a lot of you guys are very confident in your abilities. Plat 3 could crush these guys. Gold 2 could apparently crush these guys. Let's see where else we got. Convinced in the Fantastic Four. Oh, this is a very amped up crowd. I'm very excited to see it. This is I'm not sure. Tony Delatorre. I'm gold 2, and I can hit more flip resets than these so-called RSC pros. interesting there, but we're going to get back into the game here. Mutalisks looking to take a game off of the Fantastic Four, even up the series at 1 apiece. And this might be the opportunity that they're looking for. They can just get this team on their heels. So,
that's the problem if you're getting behind in a best of 5 series, because it's not a very long series, so you really need to get the momentum back shifting really quick. Like right now, they can only drop 1 more game. And so whoever gets the first game here definitely has a huge advantage compared to a best of 7, for example.
Very true. And being that I've played both of these are teams that are very much carried by momentum. From playing Mutalisks last night, actually, to having played the Fantastic Four during the regular season, you give these guys too much breathing room, and they are going to take advantage. Mutalisks last night pulled away with a game 5 win against my team in a very close series that could have gone either way. And the Fantastic Four were a team that ended up 4-0ing us during the regular season, and it's a team that once you give them a little bit of steam, give them an inch, they take a mile kind of thing. But
yeah, so hopefully Mutalisks didn't give them too much space here, or too much confidence rather.
Oh, there's a good shot opportunity. Double commit on the defensive end. Can they get back to play defense? They can. Starfax makes the clear. He's going to send it upfield here. He's got an opportunity. He's got a man middle if he can get it to him. Probably does get there. Probably he's going to look for a pass. He waits. Lets Starfax take the shot. It's a bit low. Mac has an opportunity to put this ball center for his teammate. He's not going to get there. It's going to be Prawley's ball. Prawley tries to send it upfield, but Bob knocks it away easily. Starfax sends a pass to Prawley. Prawley's not in position to make that touch, though. Bob puts the ball center. Mac, easy clear, but it's coming back in. Mac gets a great dunk here to put the ball back on offense. And it's cleared away once again by the steadfast Fantastic Four defense. What have you seen from Fantastic Four that maybe they Mutalisks can exploit here?
As they really like to go for this these bump plays and demo plays, especially on back rotations. If they can avoid that,
right there,
they can maybe exploit they can maybe exploit a bad positioning.
That was a great example of it. And
it really works out when it works out. But again, if you can defend against this, either with outpacing them or just avoiding the demo, one person will be out of position here, and you can get a fast counter attack going. And that's what they need to do, because I feel like Fantastic Four playing really solid defense. They're not really letting Mutalisks get any room on their offense.
Oh, that was a great play by Starfax.
Yeah. So I feel like Mutalisks, they really need to exploit the small mistakes, because there is some, but there's not really any big mistakes they can exploit.
No, there's no hard rotational mistakes coming out of this Fantastic Four team. Starfax just doesn't have the boost to get to that ball. Probably tries to send it back in. There's not much he can do here.
And I think the most...
Oh, nearly gets the pass over. Probably puts it high. Weave's going to miss this ball, and it's just cleared back down over the end. Oh, Starfax didn't rotate back post there, but Prawley's there to bail him out. Prawley's going to have to bail him out again. He does for the moment. Max tries to 50 the ball. He does. But I think you're definitely right with the demos. If this team overcommits for demos, you can definitely take advantage, because the problem is you're not able to beat this team at their best right now, and that ball goes in. Not sure exactly what happened on the defensive end here.
But as you can see here, this is kind of an example of that, because you see Bob, he's all the way in the other end because he made a very aggressive play, and it just leaves this 2v3. And in a 3v3 game, it's always harder to rotate 2 people, because you kind of expect, or kind of into the mindset of rotating 3 people. I think that's what happened here.
Definitely. And once you run out of that extra person, once that extra person disappears, it makes the game a lot harder to play. Probably nearly gets the pass off. It's going to pop back here to Mac. Mac's going to have to retreat. Mac's going to be demoed if he doesn't avoid this. He does. Bob might have overcommitted for that demo, though. You're going to see here as Starfax has the challenge. Gets the dunk. It's going over middle. It's going to drop. Probably should have a send here middle. Kind of goes middle. Max up. He's going to beat. Still tied game as we enter the final 45 seconds. As I say that, the ball goes center. Actually cleared away. Nobody's back on defense. for the Mutalisks squad, excuse me, and that ball is just going to drop into the net. Not sure quite what happened here. Yeah,
it seems to be a very reoccurring thing. This, with just overcommitting so much. So you see, that was Mac being last man there, just going for a risky 50-50 all the way up in the other end of the field, and he loses it. He doesn't even touch the ball, and it just leaves the whole the whole half of the field open. So a bit too risky here.
We've overextended here a little bit, but both the Mutalisks players on top of each other. Mac tries to send this ball to the wall. Bob gets a clutch demo on Mac. But probably gets a really big center ball there. It is floating in the middle. Shot coming in. Mac puts it high. Bob gets the clear out to the side, but it's not over yet. Once Bob gets the pinch, he does here. Puts the ball over to the side. Miss. Oh, he's got to catch that ball before it hits the ground. He does. Oh, they're going to let it touch. And that is game. Fantastic Four take a 2-0 series lead on the verge of a sweep and sending themselves to the RSC Season 6 Finals for Major.
Yeah, Mutual is definitely up for a very tough task here. Need to win the last 3 of these games, and it's never a fun situation to be in because the pressure, it always gets you a little bit. When you know you don't have any room, you don't have any games to spare here. You just have to win every single one from now on. I think what Mutalisks did better in this game is when they went up on offense and wanted to play aggressive, they were more on the same page and really played aggressive Rocket League.
100%.
So I think the most promising attack they had, besides from the goal, which was a great counter-attack, was when they started boost-starving Fantastic Four a little bit, and they really kept up that pressure. It didn't lead to a goal, but they kept possession, and they kept having a dangerous offense there, which is something they were lacking all of the first game and most of the second game. So if they can be on the same page with aggression, it's definitely gonna work out in their favor.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to comprehend what's happening in the chat. Currently we are looking at reviews. People are spamming reviews for the most recent Fantastic Four movie, and a textbook definition of what a Mutalisk is. So I'm at a loss, but here we're gonna see.
So
that is, wow. Didn't look like it was on the angle I was at, but my goodness, Reap here cuts the ball out. Great little angle. Nobody's there on this side of Mutalisks to play defense for that ball, as nobody rotated the back post. And once again, Mutalisks have to dig themselves out of a hole.
Again, there's just no one back. There's no one defending the goal. They're trying to defend the corners and the midfield, but I mean, just leave so much space behind them and open goals.
Very much so. And that was a great opportunity here. That was kind of given away by the fact that they're just too close to each other. And again, see, nobody's back here. Everybody's still in the midst of a rotation here to get back. And now you have Weep here, who doesn't even need to worry about touching that ball because he's got 4 guys behind him. Oh, big miss there. Big beat there. Bob sends that ball nearly past Starfax. That got past him. That could have been a goal. Oh, he tries to send a pass over to Starfax. He's not there. Mac's going to have to take this. Weep tries to beat him. He does. He gets the doink. Starfax makes a potentially huge save. A little bit of a misread here by the offense. Probably has a chance to send this ball center. Fantastic Four is a little bit slow right now, but they're going to get the offense rolling back. Bushu's got full boost. He's got a flick. He's got a shot coming in from Bob. It's going to be on target and in as the Fantastic Four put yet another goal on their resume to why they should.
This was just a fantastic play. Like you see Mushu, that little flick there, that was just perfect. It goes right over the defender, and Mushu is there to follow it up, and just a perfect shot onto the crossbar and down into the goal. Now, Mutalisks looks very, very hard for them, especially now that they lost Mac as well to disconnect. So it's gonna be a 2v3.
Everything that can go wrong for the Mutalisks right now is going wrong, and they need a goal here with probably before the clock reaches 2 minutes, based on how well this Fantastic Four defense has been playing.
Yeah, but again, it's so hard in this 2v3 situation because you can't really...
Bob's gonna go for the demo. Oh, he almost got that. If he gets that demo, that could have been game. Beep has a shot opportunity here. Saved away. This is some great defense we're watching here from Mutalisks, having a fight and claw their way in a 2v3. They're
yeah, it's so hard, especially...
It could be huge. Oh,
especially in a game like this. Playing 2v3 because
it's a good team, and it's not like a 2v3 either. I mean, if this team had the lead, it would be a completely different story. 2v3 when you have the lead, you just got to play really good defense. 2v3 when you're losing, you can't just play defense. You have to get offense starting to move. And there's going to be a goal and potentially the nail in the coffin for this Fantastic Four team on the Mutalisks squad.
It's looking very, very unlikely that they will make a comeback from this. It's so hard playing offense in a 2v3 because you can't really commit to an offensive play as two people because you don't have that last man to defend. You could argue that they might not have had that anyway, but seeing how the games went. But
I wouldn't say you're necessarily wrong based on what you're watching, but damn. You didn't have to do him like that. Stop, he's already dead. No, but
we just have to rely on long shots and counter attacks. But with the way Fantastic Four has been playing, it looks very unlikely that they are gonna score anything like that.
Yeah, especially based on the situation. Especially based on the situation with the DC right now. Very, very big loss here. Not looking like it's going to be an opportunity. Not looking like, Mutalisks have a chance here. That ball gets over Weep, though, and if Starfax stays middle, he could have a passing play coming to him. He does, and he gets the pass. That's what they've needed all series, and just now they're starting to piece together. That's one.
That's Mac.
Force OT, Fantastic Four, you won't. Cowards. Force OT.
And Mac is back now, so you never know. This might happen.
Yeah. Let him force OT.
Very close to kickoff.
Oh, Mac is back. I'm sorry. Yeah, I just realized. It's an opportunity here. They just need some offense. Oh, pass it middle. Just pass the ball middle. Oh, he did it. He did it. Oh. I want to see this. I want to keep commentating. I want these games to keep going. I'm rooting for the Mutalisks right now. Respect the hell out of you guys, Fantastic Four, but I want this team to win so we can keep going. Oh, we're gonna have to.
Yeah, that would be one hell of a comeback.
It would be an incredible comeback, especially based on the 2v3 they had to set. But now, 20 seconds left. Mac getting a little bit of revenge here on Bob for all the demos Bob placed on him. But Bob now in a great position to play this ball. Well, he was until he died. Looks like if they can't score here, he's going to send the pass over to Prawley. Prawley's going to try to pass it middle. He does, and it's just over the head of Mac, and that's going to seal the deal as Fantastic Four move on to represent the Solar Conference in the Majors RSC Season 6 Finals.
Yeah, very fast series here.
Yeah, we will try to get the update to you guys as soon as possible. As the score of the Queens game is, we don't have any hard details on it yet. As soon as I can get that information to you, though, I will. Let me see something. I'd like to give you guys that information before we go off the air, but obviously, if I can't do that, it won't be happening.
Yeah.
But it was a very strong game for both teams here. But Mutalisks were definitely outmatched here by this very, very good team. Yes, father.
And now you just wanna keeps you wondering, is the new Fantastic Four movie as good as this Fantastic Four team?
Huh? Oh, goodness. I was so confused. So, looks like we're going to have an opportunity here. checking in with the Queens players to see what the score of their game was, as the score has yet to be reported. It might be just ending now. So, but also keep in mind, it was a 3-0, so these other two teams may have a lot longer to play.
Yeah, it might be a while before that series is done.
So we will make sure we keep you guys updated if we see anything. No definitive information yet. I would assume this series probably has another 5 to 10 minutes in it. As I'm predicting that the Queens and Macedons do not 3-0. As I say that though, it's really been an incredible playoffs. As Queens and Macedons both came out of the wild cards. Both actually coming out of the same division. Imagine
very
that.
competitive divisions.
Yes, very competitive
in major,
division.
it seems.
One thing I did notice is that there was always the one team from each division that was just a step under the rest, and I think that's exactly what you want. You want a good team, or like a really high ranking team, upper ranking team, a middle to lower ranking team, and a lower ranking team. That's good divisional balancing, and still no information yet for you guys based on the Queens game, but we'd love to get some information. It's going to be very, very impressive here for the Queens if they are able to somehow upset this Mastodons team. Queens came in the season into this playoffs as the 8th seed. The other 8th seed, House Stark, lost in a very close game to the Mutalisks last week. The Queens still no information yet. Really interested.
But again, you never know. You said there's been a lot of upsets in this major playoffs already.
Very true. Very true.
This might be another one.
Yes, it could be. And I have some important news that I don't know exactly. I don't want to say the exact details of because I'm not sure if I'm supposed to. And I also don't know all the exact details of. But there is a possibility that the House Stark franchise will be getting redesigned. I think would be the.
Are you sure? Are you sure the other semifinalists played today as well?